Hey there, crafty friends. It's Carla from Creative Love Affair, and here's the layout that I'm going to share today with you. I'm over at the Spiegel Mom Scraps blog. It's an awesome blog with amazing embellishments in the store. So you'll want to check that out. The links are below. For my layout today, I'm doing a little baby layout for my daughter. She's almost 5, and she wonders why her sister has way more baby layouts than her, so I have really got to get at that. And this is one more to put in her album. I'm using a sketch from the Creative Scrapbooker magazine. They have a new sketch each month, and they have a gallery over there as well, and you can upload your scrapbook layouts as well as just check out all the inspiration. So here I'm cutting some papers from the Lori Whitlock Echo Park Petticoats and Pinstripes collection. It's so beautiful. I love these papers. And Erica is wearing a little cozy little sleeper in the pictures that I'm going to add. And so I thought these little accents with pink in them would go with her picture with her cute little sleepers. This black and white paper was also in the collection. The pink and yellow wasn't. It's from a different one, but the pinks and yellows matched, and I like pulling different papers out and adding them to the collection. I find it just adds a little more interest. And there you can see those photos. I had added a little filter when I printed them a while ago, and I just liked the way that they turned out, and they had a little black border on them. I was just playing around with a photo editing program. So I'm just kind of placing them on there and it's similar to the sketch, but the sketch only had one photo. So I added 2, kind of put them on an angle, and that's a journaling card from one of the cut apart sheets in the Petticoats and Pinstripes collection. And I just added some handwritten journaling, and then I took it over to my sewing machine and stitched a line right across the top. You'll be able to see that in a little bit. I did some straight stitching and some zigzag stitching, and that little hand there was Erica. She was very excited to help me with the stitching. I kind of just pulled up the edges beside the stitching to give it a little dimension, and there you can see the sticker sheets that are inside the paper pack. Very pretty stickers. And I just I cut around that floral one, and I'm just looking for some to add to the top of the photos. There's some clutter in the background there on the top right of the photos, so I wanted to add something that wouldn't detract from the photos but would cover up kind of that background that we didn't need to see. So I pulled out a couple stickers, and I try to add a little gold foil paper embellishment there from a Project Life card kit, but it just really didn't work, and I moved it around a bit, you'll see, and I just didn't get the feeling for it. Here's the amazing embellishments that I added after I've got all my stickers and stuff on, and I'll show you a picture of those at the end up close. And the paper pieces are from a My Mind's Eye All Things Girl pack. I can't believe how much was in that pack. I've gotten so much use out of it. And here's the awesome cork chevrons, and I'm using them just kind of like a little arrow. And those are from the Spiegel Mom Scrap shop, and I'll put the link below to those. I've been using them on layouts. I still have a ton left. They're not thick. They go on so nicely, and they just layer beautifully. So I'm just kind of adding some papers and die cuts and those cork chevrons, and they just glue on really nice. I like using tacky glue, but you could totally use whatever kind of adhesive you want. And so I'm just kind of playing around there. Erica was super excited to see that she was going to have another baby layout in her album. I got out my Amy Tan date stamp and stamped on the date on, it's a little cut apart sheet from an Elle's or Ellie's Studio little paper. And I'm just going to tuck that in a little bit behind the papers, and that looks way better than what the other ephemera piece that I was trying to fit on. There's a little one from the My Mind's Eye pack. She was just one. It wasn't her birthday, but it fits and it doesn't stand out too much, so I didn't feel like it was too birthday-ish, but it just kind of shows that she's one in this picture. And then I start adding my sequins. I love adding the sequins at the end. Sometimes I'll lay out where I want all my sequins to go, and then other times I just kind of have an idea where I want to group them, and I use glossy accents and just stick them on. And I've used 3 different sequin packs that I showed you earlier, and you'll get a close-up at the end of those. The colors in the sequins are beautiful, and it's amazing how much you actually get in a pack. Like, I've used these and they are still going. So you can pick colors out that you want. You can use the whole pack together because obviously they coordinate. They're just such a nice embellishment to have on hand. And here's a close-up. And I added the little stars from the Pinkie Pie onto that crown. And one on the camera there, and I just really scattered them around, and they just add a little bling, a little color to the layout, and just really finish it nicely. So thanks so much for stopping by today. Check out the details on the blog post, which is linked below, as well as the Spiegelmom Scraps blog and all the inspiration there. And thanks so much for stopping by. I'd love for you to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again later.